a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Brian Banks, American football. Brian Banks is a former American football linebacker. He signed with the Atlanta Falcons of the National Football League on April 3, 2013. Banks previously signed as an undrafted free agent with the Las Vegas Locomotives of the United Football League in 2012. Banks was a standout high school football star at Polytechnic High School in Long Beach, California. In 2002, his junior year, Banks verbally committed to USC. After being falsely accused of rape by classmate Wanetta Gibson, he spent more than 5 years in prison and 5 years on strict custody parole, but had his conviction overturned in 2012 after his accuser admitted she had fabricated the entire story. Following his exoneration, Banks sought to resume his football career, playing for the now defunct United Football League, attending mini-camps for several NFL teams, and later signing with the Atlanta Falcons. High school career. A native of Long Beach, California, Banks attended Long Beach Polytechnic High School, where he was teammates with Deshaun Jackson, Darnell Bing, Winston Justice, and Mercedes Lewis. He was named one of Rivals.com's Juniors to Watch of the class of 2003, before being expelled from school due to a rape accusation, later shown to be false. Professional career. In the summer of 2012, Banks received tryouts with several NFL teams, including the Kansas City Chiefs, San Diego Chargers, and San Francisco 49ers. He attended minicamp with the Seattle Seahawks, whose head coach, Pete Carroll, was the one who had offered Banks a scholarship in 2002 when he was the head coach at USC. Atlanta Falcons. Banks signed with the Falcons on April 3, 2013, participating in Falcons off-season workouts, OTAs, and training camp. Banks made his NFL debut in a preseason game against the Cincinnati Bengals, where he picked up 2 tackles. He played 4 preseason games with the Falcons before being released on August 30, 2013. National Football League, NFL. In 2014, Banks was asked by NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell to speak at the 2014 NFL Draft Rookie Symposium. Banks accepted and his speech was well received. A few weeks later, he was hired to join the NFL Department of Operations. Confession of false accusation. In March 2011, Gibson contacted Banks on Facebook, met with him, and admitted in the presence of an attorney that she had fabricated the story. Banks secretly recorded Gibson's confession, but she later refused to tell prosecutors that she had lied so she wouldn't have to return the money she and her family had won in court. California Innocence Project. Prior to the taped confession, Banks had asked for help from the California Innocence Project, a non-profit law school clinic run by the San Diego-based law school California Western School of Law that investigates and litigates cases of factual innocence, but at that time there had not been sufficient evidence of Banks' innocence for them to take on the case. However, after the confession, SIP decided to make this the organization's first case involving a wrongfully convicted person who had already been released from prison. The video evidence was not admissible in court because the video had been made without Gibson's knowledge or consent and was not accompanied by a signed confession from the young woman. However, SIP was instrumental in putting together additional evidence supporting Banks' story, which led the district attorney to dismiss all charges against him on May 24, 2012. He was also released from sex offender status, allowing him to resume his aborted sports career. Banks supports SIP in its efforts on behalf of the wrongly convicted, including participating in SIP's 2013 Innocence March. He often wears a shirt with the letterings and rate. School lawsuit. On April 12, 2013, the Long Beach Unified School District announced it was suing Wanetta Gibson for $2 million in an effort to recoup the $1.5 million she received, along with attorney's fees and punitive damages. On June 14, 2013, the school district won a $2.6 million judgment against Gibson, which includes the $750,000 settlement initially paid to her along with attorney's fees, interest, and $1 million in punitive damages. Gibson has gone into hiding and failed to appear at all court dates. She was due a second $750,000 payment under terms of the original 2007 deal, which was cancelled. Film project. A feature film project based on Banks' story, co-executive produced by Banks himself and Justin Brooks of SIP, is currently filming. It is directed by Tom Shadyac, the creator of such films as Bruce Almighty and Evan Almighty, and features Aldous Hodge as Brian Banks, Greg Kinnear as Brooks and Tiffany DuPont as SIP attorney Alyssa Buerhol. The movie is to be released sometime in 2018. In January of 2018, Banks joined the Oxygen Channel's series Final Appeal, co-hosting with Lonnie Coombs. The duo re-examine crimes in which the guilty verdict is in question, and attempt to discover and re-evaluate evidence to help the convicted either achieve an appeal or definitively determine guilt. The show intends to help those wrongly convicted, as Banks was. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like